So quite a few of you have emailed and asked me for an updated video that shows our schoolroom as it is now. So I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of our schoolroom, and down below in this blog post there's also going to be some links and everything so you can see, because I know I'm not going to remember exactly the name of everything that we got and where it's all from. A lot of it's from Ikea, so a lot of the storage units and chairs and things like that. But I'll try to put links down with the names of them at least in the bottom so you guys can see. So this room is above our garage. I believe, I'm not even good on measurements, so I'm not even going to go there with you. My husband would know better, but he's not here right now. So it comes up above our garage, so you can see sort of the stairwell here that we come up. We do not use that entrance. It is super cold there. And then over on the far side of the room, kind of about dead center right now, far side of the room, that connects over to where our girls' room is. So I'll take you that way in just a minute, but just to kind of give you an idea of how everything's set up, turning around here a little bit so you can see there's a window that looks out into our backyard, and those are all the animals on our windowsill that we've seen out the back, our chickens, deer, bear, and all that good stuff. Also have some little cards hanging here that we can look out if we see different birds, and kind of to help identify the birds. And that is the crazy bird feeder that my children have helped their grandfather build that has attracted 0 birds to our house. But anyway, we also have some of the kids' artwork displayed here. One of them is Poppy Collage, that's on the right hand side. That was from See the Light. The frames are all from Ikea, the 3 frames that you see there. And these are just different things that we've worked on over the years. Some they've done at co-op, and then the bottom one there is a chalk pastel that we worked on earlier to a bird one. And you can see this is the junk shelf, but it's a little library cart that has all of our supplies on it. So construction paper, math manipulatives, everything is kind of broken up into different bins. There's also a back side. This is actually a library cart from Guidecraft, and I have a pocket chart hanging on the end of it that we use for Caleb. And then there's just a little beanbag thing that we bought there. We stuck down near Caleb's thing. His little map from Little Passports that goes along with the world unit, the world study that we have from Little Passports. And we moved that one over there for him to do. And then his pocket chart calendar. And then moving on to Caleb's desk. This is between each of the kids' desks. We have a little Ikea work shelf, and I'll show you that. It's just some bins, part of the Trofast system. The chairs are all from Ikea. Desks were all from Ikea. The little blue pencil things that you see above their desk are also from Ikea. It's just a little rail unit. That's Ziggy the zebra, and then we just have a few other things set up. Up there you can see on the left-hand side Caleb's Before 5 in a Row tags. And then we'd been studying Angry Birds this week, and there's just some different little Angry Birds posters there. I also have, I'm going to kind of go up here a little bit. We just have it separated out by like pencils and stuff. And you can see I got some of these hooks from Ikea, and we hung up their tracing cards, the tracing cards that I made for Caleb, the uppercase and the lowercase ones there. And here you'll see these are his workbox tags. I'm going to be doing another post about this, kind of sharing how this is working for us. And then I have cork boards that each of the kids have above their desks. Some have more than others. I'm not super thrilled with them because they break really easily. And the initial sticky stuff that they included with it, like the double-sided tape, really left a mess on some of the walls, and it doesn't come off easily. So that was just a pain. Then we also have between, you can see his little passports, suitcases right there. Between each of the desks, I have the Trofast system, and each of the kids has a few drawers and a few bins. These top bins, this is where the kids put their completed work at the end of each week. I haven't picked up Caleb's work yet, and then these are their daily calendar notebooks. So those are between there, so they can pull those off. Each one has a white bin and a red bin. Each of the kids has one. And so this one here that you can see, this is Mckenna's bin. And this is part of her weekly, the weekly workbox grid. So all of her work, usually at the beginning of the week, everything that she's going to need, all the worksheets and everything are going to be in here. So I have it labeled by what category it is. This is handwriting, vocabulary. So all of her sheets would go in here for the week so she can go through and grab whatever it is that she needs. And so in addition to that, they just keep all the things that they need for the week in here. So you can see this is Caleb's. He just has a few extra things, but there's his handwriting, and just keeps everything in there. And then in the bottom one, those are some Angry Bird games that we were playing this week. And then they all have a history binder as well in the bottom of their Trofest thing. So this is Mckenna's desk layout. She has, again, another little Ikea frame there, and her little preposition list, and oh, look, a nice little picture of Rick and I hanging above her desk too. And then coming over this way, sorry, blocking the film there, the camera. This is my reading bag that I keep all of our stuff from All About Reading in. So I have everything that Caleb needs for this here. These are all the books these are for both boys. The books, the cards, and then all of the games that go along with the reading level 1 are all in this here. And then looking here, that's our history timeline poster. I believe we got that from Geography Matters. I picked it up at a homeschool convention, and the timeline figures are, you can either order them from Bright Ideas Press, and I'll put a link down at the bottom. I just printed them off and then laminated them, and I can show you, hopefully in another post. I'm going to be doing a Mystery of History post and show you how we're using those. But those are just all the laminated figures, and then we cut them off cut them at the end of the week and at the end of our history time and add them to our timeline. These maps I actually got at Costco. I updated the maps and stuff, and if you can see, they actually they peel on and off the wall. And they were, I want to say it's right around $20 or so for the set of 2 maps. It was a world map and a US map. And I love them because they actually fit on the wall perfectly. And I'd been looking for something that was not gigantic, but would actually stick to the wall. So they were really easy to do. And then we also have our calendar set up. So we have a little bit of everything here. I'll post a link to the different things that we have in that there. Our temperature thing needs to be redone, but so we can do days of school, what time it is, our We Choose Virtues, weather, everything is there. And then down below that, I just have a big dry erase board that we use for our spelling and reading, to go about with All About Spelling and All About Reading. And on the wall right here, this is our We Choose Virtues poster, so we can kind of review the different things that we've been talking about. That is an easel that's stuck right between the bookcase and the wall. This was really tricky getting all this in because of the slanted ceilings. We had a hard time, so I worked really hard trying to get the line up right for this area. I'm going to step back just a little bit so you can kind of see. That's looking out our front window there. But it was really hard getting the bookcases just right, and these all fit in just perfectly. So I love the cubbies. They're all about 12 inches square, so it's nice to fit, to be able to fit some of the things in. The table in the front here is also an Ikea table. Really nice too, because you can see that the edges fold down, so it makes it really skinny, so we can move it off to the side if we need to, and it has extra storage in the middle. But with all the bins here, I'll just kind of go to show you. We have a microscope up at the top, and then we have a paper roll that we got from Ikea, really inexpensive. I want to say it was between 10 and 15, not even that, maybe, for that. And the easel was pretty inexpensive too. I want to say that was about $15. But I have everything sorted out, like right here. I have all of our history books that we're using for the year, and then these little bins were also from Ikea, and this just has some of our extra, like our little quiz cards that we use for history, and then some additional history things that we're using. Down here we have all of our things that we're using from Lego Education right now with Zachary and Caleb and Mckenna as well, and then just some additional history books. I have a shelf here where I have all of our spelling, these are all of our spelling books, and the homophones book, and then all of our cards that we use to go along with spelling, and that all stays in one. Then we have trays. These were from Oriental Trading, just that we use for different crafts and stuff to help keep things a little neat. And then I just have these are like lap boards that I had from way back in the day when I used to do Close to My Heart. So I have the little lap boards there that the kids can use and take. And then these jars, I'll try to link to those too if I can. The jars are little extras that the kids can do at the end of the day. If there's like a little, they need something for filler time, I have little activities there that they can do in those jars. And then down here I have, these are all the things that we need for calendar. So these are like the extra things for Caleb's calendar above his desk. And then the things that we use for our calendar chart here too, like that we have up on the wall that I just showed you. Those, like the money and all the numbers and everything, are all in there. So that's all the calendar stuff. These bins here, also from Ikea, they're just little cloth bins that fold up. This is Caleb's science curriculum, is all in one bin, and then this is the Science 3 that I'm working on with the other 3 kids. That's all in that one. We have dictionaries. This is kind of the MISC bin. Has a little bit of everything, different games, different tools that just don't really have a place. Bibles, and then a bunch of games and things too that we have. So we also, and then underneath the window, this just kind of fit in perfectly. Again, it's another little Ikea bench. I just got some pillows there as well, like chair cushions. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open this, but this drawer pulls out. It's a little bit hard. But we have extra crayons and markers and coloring books and things like that in there that the kids can grab too. Over here, you're going to see on the other side, there's a few more pieces of Caleb's curriculum. We have, I'm going to try to walk around the table without making you guys sick. I'm sorry. Top shelf are different books that we were using that we're trying to work on this year for read alouds. Move down, and we have just some extra history books, trying to get out of the light there. Extra books that the kids can read and stuff that are good for reading. These are some of the before 5 in a row or read aloud books that I'm doing with Caleb. That little game is like an I Spy game. Down here, again, just more books like Caleb's age and stuff. These are different. Another bin down here that's magazines that we get, National Geographic Kids. This one over here is Wedgets, are in that one. And then different puzzles and blocks. And then over kind of stuck behind here, you can see some of our little felt fun things that the kids have worked on. Now I can't get that back. Different puzzles, games, things like that we have. These are just some of the things that the kids can come and grab when they have free time. And then I have a bunch of different red bins that I've sorted books in. Some of them are science, some of them are easier readers, different things like that. You can kind of see a bunch of our geography puzzles. Love these geography puzzles. If you are looking for a good puzzle for your kids to use, those are fabulous ones for teaching geography. Bunch of the different, what your first, second, third grader needs to know. I just have an obsession with them. I don't know why. I haven't really looked at them too much, to be quite honest with you. But they are ones that I usually pick up at a used curriculum sale for like $1, and so I get them. But they're fun to read through too, every now and then. There's our globe, one of the old Leapfrog globes, and then up here I have all of our little passports, additional packets that we're obviously a little behind on and working with on Caleb. And then this is the US little passports that we're working on. And then again, just a few more pictures there. And you can see this goes over this way. This is going through to the girls' room and stuff. We're still working on finishing this all up, but that's the little area, and it has really low head clearance, so I have to be careful because I keep bopping my head. So I'm going to stop right here and then start another video down below in just a minute for you guys to watch too.